Maddie Brown Brush is spilling the tea on her family's reckless spending habits. She is now stable with her husband, Caleb Brush, and they have built an amazing foundation in North Carolina. Yet, her life was not always as structured and balanced as she shared recently. Janelle Brown approached Cody Brown about buying her out of Coyote Pass. He said he could not afford it. Yet, he reassured the Sister Wives star that he would be able to pay off the land in a few weeks when the final balloon payment was due. After they all paid it off, former first wife, Maddie Brown, approached Cody and Robin Brown about the future of it. Cody noted they would likely have to sell their home to afford anything more, so it was clear they were living beyond their means. They did list their Flagstaff home but took it off the market. The duo then proceeded to buy a $2.1 million mansion and take out a massive loan. Their home silently sold, which was great, but they still have so much to take care of. Yet it does not seem to bother Cody or Robin, but it does bother his OG children. Michael T. Brown Padron has been very open about how she and her family grew up broke. Now Maddie Brown Brush, the daughter of Cody and Janelle, is opening up about finances and the family. According to People, Maddie spoke about this on the December 9th episode of her podcast, The Authentic Society. She shared how they were broke before Sister Wives started airing on TLC in 2010. The OG three wives had 12 children and Robin brought in 3 from a previous marriage. Third wife, Christine Brown Woolley, was pregnant when the show started airing. Maddie went on to spill how Cody made his money, which baffled her husband, Caleb. "My dad always chose the get-rich-quick scheme, almost always. And that was such a foreign thought to Caleb. And I remember explaining some ideas to him and he was like, no. Maddie Brown Brush also noted that her parents were reckless with their money. They did not seem to know how to save, and it was not just her father, Cody Brown. "When we got our tax returns when we were younger, my parents immediately spent it on something, and Caleb's family were both educated and they did not. They saved it. They saved every penny they could." Clearly, Maddie and her husband were raised very differently, but she honors Caleb's upbringing a lot. As for what Cody did for a living, aside from get-rich-quick schemes, he did have a legit job. She explained that he was a sign salesman and they were always making investments. However, Maddie did express that her mother, Janelle Brown, is good with money. This is something that has been pointed out on Sister Wives. Maddie Brown was under the impression Janelle had control of the familial money, which was false. Christine Brown Woolley noted that if Janelle did, they would have been in a far better financial situation. However, Janelle Brown shared new details about her mother's marriage to Cody Brown's father in a season 19 episode of Sister Wives. While shopping for wedding dresses with a newly engaged Christine Brown, Janelle Brown reflected on her own wedding to Cody Brown, which marked the beginning of his plural marriage. Before marrying Janelle Brown, Cody Brown was married to Maddie Brown. He went on to marry 2 other women, Christine and Robin Brown, for a total of 4 wives. He is now only married to Robin Brown. "I actually didn't have a wedding dress. When Cody and I got married, my family was very upset with my decision to join the faith. So most of my family was not talking to me or associating with me," Janelle Brown explained in a confessional interview. "I had a green dress I wore. That was it." The reality star said only one member of her family was in attendance to witness her marry Cody Brown, her mom. "My mom was at the wedding because she came to save me from the polygamists and ended up marrying Cody's dad 3 months before we got married," she said. "So my mom was obviously okay with it. But the rest of my family was really not okay with it. So they didn't come." Janelle Brown's late mother, Cheryl Usher, was one of 3 women married to Cody Brown's late father, William Wynne Brown, per his obituary. William Wynne Brown had 9 children with his 3 wives, including Cody Brown. Polygamy was a new experience for both Janelle Brown and her mother. "I wasn't in a faith that embraced plural marriage. I was from a monogamous faith. I began to look at their faith objectively and I became intrigued by it," she previously said in an episode of Sister Wives. Janelle Brown went on to describe that she took the time to research polygamy before diving in. "After several months of investigation, I decided that it was for me. Before that, I had just put my interest in Cody in the back of my mind. After I had joined the faith, it became very apparent to me that what I'd been experiencing, how I'd been feeling towards Cody, were stirrings that I did belong in his family," she said. "But I really couldn't process it until I had actually embraced the faith. And then all of a sudden it made sense to me." Janelle Brown and Cody Brown have another connection. Janelle Brown was briefly married to Maddie Brown's brother, Adam Barber, as she wrote in the family's memoir, Becoming Sister Wives, published in 2012. She wrote that they only lived together for 6 months. Through the separation, she remained close with Barbara's family, including Mary. In the memoir, Janelle Brown wrote of meeting Kody Brown, "I was in the middle of a horrible divorce and had no idea how to handle the sensation Kody's entrance conjured in me." In November 2024, Mary Brown reflected on Janelle Brown entering into the marriage, given their connections. "It took a minute for me to get my head wrapped around it," Mary Brown said on the Misunderstood podcast. "The whole thing was interesting. There was emotions. Let's just say there was emotions." Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Sabrina, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel.